Okay guys, I got the shifter freed up. Um, it's still a little stiff, it will need cleaned up. This transmission was packed with grass. And yeah, it's a little bit different than I thought. I couldn't remember exactly how the belt went, so I do know how to still test this transmission. Off of a drill, you know, with a small belt. Get it up off the air and see if she spins. The guy said it would not move. He didn't know what was going on with it. Well, I could see why it did not move. So, with that being stuck, that could be the very well reason why it did not move. I'll find out. I mean, I may try spinning the transmission as it is once I get the belt off on the ground and just be out of the way and see if I can't get it to move. But yeah, one of these tractors he said did not move, and I can't remember which one it was. But I can see why if this one would not move, I could see why. But yeah, there's still some grass packed up over on that side, but it'll be cleaned out. But yeah, it's gonna take a little bit, but I'll get it done. Alright, I'll bring you guys back in a bit. Okay guys, we got the belt off of it. We got it up on its side a little bit, leaning up against the toolbox. This is not a very accurate test, but I already done it a little bit trying to figure out how to do it. You gotta be very careful. So, basically, I got a short half-inch belt wrapped around the transmission pulley. And this is why I say you have to be very careful. And of course, she'll move. So, transmission will check out. It's very rare that these transmissions go bad. These hydro gears are pretty good. I've only seen a couple of failures out of them. But, like I said, it's very rare. This one, looking at it, you can see around the rims it had wheel weights at one time. Of course, we know about the sleeve hitch. What's those? Those are plow brackets. So this thing's been used. So, you know, it's just missing the two brackets that go down to the arm, which is what was causing the other tractor, one of the reasons why it kept throwing a belt. But I may have to change over the engine mounting plates, but here's what my idea is to why it's tipped like this. I'm gonna tear off the engine. Well, actually I have to set it back down and take and disconnect everything, but I'll tear off the engine, then set it back down, tear off the dash and all that other stuff, get the wiring out, clean up back there, shove this thing sideways back in the back, and then bring in the other one. So, I can do it. I'm going to leave the rear tires on, because, of course I extended it, there's hoses down here for the transmission. There's the filter. It's never been changed. So, yeah. Stins makes it aftermarket, so that's the filter I'm going after Monday. And like I said, we're gonna be, in order to drain this system, you gotta pull that one of those bottom hoses. So I'll drain it, or you take and spin off the filter and just let it drain whatever you can get out of it. But I'm going to drain it the best I can. It takes 20 W50. Almost every single hydro gear transmission takes 20 W50. So, you know, and I don't know how much it takes. I've only filled one of these, and it belonged to one of my neighbors that owns a blueberry farm. He lives a couple doors down. But, yeah, I've only messed with one other one of these bigger hydros. So, I know the procedure on how to get the air out of it. We're going to trim that vent hose off a little bit. We're going to trim it down because it's too tall. It was sticking over here by the wheel. So I'm going to do that, and you fill it through the vent, if I remember right. I gotta look up the manual on this transmission. So, yeah, and then the manual will tell me how much oil it takes, where to fill it at, or how much to fill it. So it takes quite a long time to fill one of these. But at least we know it's good. So, you know, the only downside to one of these is when it gets real cold, you gotta let it sit with the clutch out and let the transmission warm up. Otherwise it will not move. So, you know. One of those things. Like I said, I don't know how many hours is on it. There's an amp gauge on it, but no hour meter. But alright guys, I'll bring you back as I tear more into it. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get the other one in here today to at least start tearing into it. And it's gonna be a mess in here. I might have to clean up some. I gotta get some of these older parts out of here from when I was doing the engine swaps. Like that tin there. That's junk. So, these fenders, like I said, I'm gonna patch them up, repaint them. I gotta go get some paint. Now that I know the transmission's good. But, you know, I'll reinstall everything, and I'll check it out more before I actually do the repaint on the fenders. So, you know, put it through its paces. And one of the comments was, on the little short video I posted, am I going to use the 18 horse opposed twin? Yes. It's a 91 opposed twin 18 on the 93. And it's a very strong engine. I mean, it'll do. But, alright guys, I gotta get this thing apart. But, oh, by the way, if anybody wonders where the belt diagram is, it's on the left side footrest underneath. So, I get that a question once in a while. Where are the belt guards? Well, or belt diagrams, yeah. By the way, guys, check out this muffler. That's homemade. So, alright guys, let me get this thing tore apart. and go from there. I know all the dash stuff and everything will interchange, because it's really the only difference between this and a manual is the rear end and the rear frame section, which is all the frames in general. But alright guys, I'll talk to you in a bit. Bye. So I got in hold of the guy I got this tractor from, plus the 93 that I'm having problems with. And he says he's 90% sure he has another one of these fender pans. So I may not even have to worry about it. That has that shifter in it. Now, I wasn't able to get this dash tower off because I wasn't going to take apart everything. So it's just going to look rusty for right now. I got the engine off, I got the harness off. My one buddy that lives in Ohio, he just purchased a 95 Indy 500 Special, and it's got a lot of electrical issues and whatnot, so I'm going to give him first chance at the harness to see if it will work. I left him a message. There's some mouse damage to this harness, but nothing major. So it should work, because the plugs for the engine, where is it? Right here. Should be the same. So that's that. The engine, I was told, ran, but needs coils. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. It may just be put in the shed and put off to the side. The funny exhaust is going to go right into the scrap. So I need to start cleaning up so I can bring in the other one. I got all this mess to clean up. And then that's going to be a fun one, because I'm going to probably set the engine right on here. And it should be okay. Everything will interchange. I'm looking at it right now, and it looks like the frame is set up ready where I don't have to adjust anything, change anything. I knew the axle engine mount area was the same, because the one that's on the 93 right now is off of a Kohler Command version of this. So the only thing I really need to change is the steering link, because somebody modified it. I've got one that I could put on there. The original steering link is still available. It's roughly $50 to go from the sector gear out to the front end. It's roughly around $50 from like rotary, if I remember right. So that's no biggie. My main thing is for this one is to run the plow, and maybe in the springtime run sleeve hitch attachments. Basically the same thing as I got the 92 for. Eventually I will be getting that sleeve hitch tiller going. It's an old Dynamark tiller. So it's getting a Predator plus other things. But yeah, I'm changing out the solenoid. I've got to do a bunch of other stuff. Anyway, I'm keeping the battery box in here because it's got a better air thing. I keep spraying up on this. But when I get the rear end up in the air, I will take the tire off and do that. So I do have front tires I can throw on that other frame, just to get it out of here again after I get it tore down. But yeah, let me get stuff situated and then we'll continue. I plan on having this thing running and driving tomorrow at least. So that's my goal. And then Monday we can change the filter, the oil, and go from there. So I'm not showing you step by step of what I'm doing, because if I did, this video would be 20 hours long. And I'm telling you that right now. I'm just doing it here and here, showing you some stuff, gonna show you some important stuff, and go from there. So, alright guys, I'm gonna continue, and like I said, I'm just gonna show you the important stuff for right now, and go from there.